So I think it's time to play our favorite game. For fuck's sake, what are we doing? What are we doing? For fuck's sake. Okay, so the rules of the game are, let's make up the rules of the game right now. Rules of the game are to get a reaction out of you, Cindy. Okay. And usually that reaction is with Cindy is for fuck's sake, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And we'll alternate back and forth, and the people tell us who gives the most visual tells.
Okay.
So what we're trying to do is we're trying to get to what the fuck are we doing, which is what I do, and I rub my head. Mm-hmm. And Cindy goes, for fuck's sake, and she looks like Stevie Wonder. So we want to make sure we may not do it because this is fresh, okay? So I'm going to be like,
yeah, me too.
I'm not going to give you shit, okay? Yeah, and Cindy's over there. She whatever. So do you want me to go first, or do you want to go first?
Let me go first. But this is really going to get a reaction out of you. So I might get bonus points for this. I'm just saying.
But here's the thing. What are the bonus points for? And what are we playing for? Like, this is something we need to discuss. Because at the end of a certain amount of time, the person with the most wins has to pick something for the person with the least wins to do. So when we keep score, Cindy's got this one. Now you get bonus points. What are the bonus points for?
I don't know. Maybe we can pick the winner's got the winner gets dinner bought for them or something like that.
All right. So that's the bonus point thing?
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead. I'm listening. Let's do it.
Okay. So this is a newsletter I get. I don't know how often I get it, and I don't even know why I get it.
AARP?
No, yeah, I get that too. But it's the Cornell Dog Watch for veterinary professionals, and they, whatever. So Cornell talks about cannabis poisoning and all this other stuff. But they also do behavioral stuff on the back page.
The back page where behavioral. Go ahead.
So, and this is a doctor, PhD of behavioral medicine at Cornell. Well, she's a renowned behavior expert. Okay. She owns a West Highland White Terrier. Tough dog. Just saying. Anyway. So people write in. This woman wrote in and said, question, I have a 1-year-old terrier who eats whatever he can nab. He's healthy, playful, good blood work, on a probiotic, tried various dog foods, plays with my other dog, but he gulps whatever he can get a hold of. A sock, a pen, a postcard, plastic bag, the insole of your shoe. His favorite is a dropped tissue. It's not that he chews stuff, it's that he gulps it. When he's loose in the yard, he eats grass, sticks, acorns compulsively, like a pony who just escaped a muzzle. Despite my trying to capture his attention with high-value treats, so in the yard, he's either on a leash so I can move him off of his find, or I distract him with the ball. But he'll often leave our game for an acorn. He's only been trained with positive reinforcement and not afraid of being scolded. He's better with lots of exercise, but it doesn't solve the problem completely. What can I do? So, Dr. Blah, blah, blah writes back, a problem you described is called pica, which means... I have to do this with a straight face, so please.
Sorry.
The problem you described is called pica, which means eating non-food items. Don't confuse pica with a C with pica with a K. The latter is a cute rabbit-related animal that lives in the Rockies and cures grass to make hay it lives on during the winter when it does not hibernate. What your puppy has is pica. It can be serious if he eats something poisonous or something he can't digest, which may become stuck in his gastrointestinal tract. The big question is, why do some dogs and cats do this? Recently, the evidence is beginning to accumulate. We don't say what evidence, though, but anyway, I digress. That the animals who do this have a gastrointestinal problem, especially an upper gastrointestinal problem. Despite his good blood work, I recommend an in-depth, literally endoscopic examination of his throat and stomach. Meanwhile, here are some things that may help. Number one, more exercise is always good for an adolescent puppy, so keep that up. Two, food dispensing toys, such as balls that he can roll, puzzles that he can manipulate with his paws or muzzle to reach the kibble, snuffle mats, and licking pads are great ways to prolong his meal times and satisfy his food-seeking behavior. Three, a higher fiber diet, such as the weight loss diets made by every large dog food manufacturer, might help. We think that these dogs don't feel well and are looking for something that makes them feel better, so they keep trying their own remedies. They're thinking maybe tissue will help me feel better, or how about acorns? You can always use a muzzle so he can't get into things outside but still run around unleashed. Be sure to have a pocket full of treats so that he gets a reward for relinquishing his latest find to you. We don't want his pica to turn into resource guarding. Cornell.
That's a good one.
Okay? Cornell. Just saying. Thoughts, Christopher? I'm going to need a minute.
This is tough.
Yeah.
I'm on the edge here. I'm on the edge.
Bonus points here. Bonus points.
Oh. I'm on the edge of wanting to just rant about the absolute complete lack of understanding dogs and dog behavior that a veterinary behaviorist is giving out that will reinforce everything she doesn't want.
Yep.
I am shocked that he would offer or suggest an internal exam. Pica is bullshit. If my kid keeps eating his own shit or eating things that are on the floor like toilet paper, because kids do that. I have 3 kids. They put more shit in their mouth and will swallow it. In fact, if you go to the Children's Hospital or the Floating Hospital in Boston, you will see framed, big 8x8 framed objects that they literally pulled out of children's intestines.
Yeah.
There's things like safety pins. There's things like buttons. There's things like the wheels off a Matchbox car. There's jacks in there. I mean, they do this every day. That's not pica. That's people not parenting.
Right.
Boy, don't put that shit in your mouth. You better fucking stop. But the problem is, when you own a dog and you do purely positive with it, I've seen a lot of behavioral stuff. It's just tough. There's a lot of behavioral stuff that is created by the complete ignorance of purely positive training. So the dog can become looking for food. If you're throwing food all over, the dog's like, okay, I want more of this, eat. And that can turn into other things. My problem is that this is a very supposedly educated, supposedly experienced, supposedly trustworthy behaviorist who believes a philosophy that's so wrong from takeoff that he's going to end up like Amelia Earhart and no one will care because they'll just blame the dog. Right. So Why do I get mad about this? Why do I go, what are you doing? Is because this knowledge has been around for 32,000 years. This is the dog's doing something you don't want. Stop it. That's what happens in nature. Stop. Don't. So if this dog had pica and he went over to a baby skunk and he tried to put the skunk in his mouth, how many times do you think he would try to put that skunk in his mouth again?
Right.
0 times. Nature just solved the problem for you, and we're going to do endoscopic exploratory surgery. We're going to get licky mats. We're going to get muzzles. We're going to get, what was the other one? The time release food.
Yeah, right.
Anything but train the dog. Anything but understand the dog. Anything but make people accountable for what they're supposed to do with a dog. Dogsmanship. People, vets, everybody, they don't want you to do that anymore. And the people who own the dogs have not been told by the breeder, the trainer, the veterinarian. It's the whole problem. It's systemic now, that people will go and find a way to fix something when they really shouldn't even have a dog. So my advice for this lady would be, find that dog a quality home and get a goldfish. Thank you. I've been Chris Fraze, and this is
I know. If you think about it too, let's think about how intelligent, because the woman is intelligent, and how she crafted this response. Number one, she sucked people in with the cute rabbit analogy. Okay, so there's people like, oh, she's so nice. She talked about cute rabbits, right? Then she got a plug-in for an endoscopic procedure. So cha-ching, right? Then she got a plug-in for a dog food company that makes high fiber food. So what are your motives here? What is her motives here? Like, you just plugged veterinary stuff. What veterinarians plug. You know, like, come on, give me a break. It's a 1-year-old dog. It doesn't need an endoscopy, for fuck's sake. Oh!
It backfired on you! Where is it? That's a win. That's a win.
Not a win.
That's your bonus points up in fucking smoke. I'll take sushi. Yes!
No, because you said, what are we doing, before I said, for fuck's sake. You did say, what are we doing? Yeah, you did.
No, but this is bonus round. This is a completely new playing field.
No, you said it in this round, too. You were like, what are we doing? You did.
Right. I'm going to have to check the replay.
I
don't know.
All right, we'll check the replay.
All right, so it's under review.
It's under review.
I'm going to have to wait till this is down. It's under review.